Hello everyone, welcome to the Red Men TV. Liverpool have just lost in Fenway Park 2-1 to Sevilla in a game that's ultimately overshadowed by some just bafflingly brutal behaviour from their players. Larouci stretchered off. Obviously all of our hopes and prayers are with him at the moment, that it isn't a serious injury, and it didn't look good at all. You watch the replays, the guy, Nagnon, absolutely hacks him and totally senseless. The young lad gets to his feet, can't stay stood up, collapses back to the floor in pain, and is ultimately stretched off. And look, it's hard to talk about the game. It was a bitty game of football anyway. There were a number of those challenges. Harry Wilson took an elbow to the face in the first half. It was, yeah, brutal is the word, and inevitably it's hard to talk about the football because the football suffered as a result. It wasn't free flowing, it wasn't particularly exciting. Liverpool weren't absolutely at the peak of their powers today, and some of that will be to do with the weather and the heat and the tight turnaround from the Dortmund game, of course. But obviously Sevilla having a similar sort of schedule as well. But it looked like Sevilla wanted to bring the game down to a different level. And look, there's a learning curve involved in this. So many young players on the pitch for Liverpool, and I was encouraged to see how well they kept the heads. I think you can see the likes of Ryan Brewster. I think he's got a bit of edge to him, that lad. He doesn't back down from a fight or a challenge, and you know, he seems like the kind of lad in those kind of circumstances who's going to step up and be countered, not cowered away. And I think that was telling from the young lads. But what it led to was Liverpool maybe chasing the game a little bit more. You had, look, this phenomenal crowd that we've got here at Fenway Park tonight. I think the Reds wanted to give them the win, having gone 1 goal down, getting the equaliser through Divock Origi, which was a very smart, very switched-on finish from him after Nat Phillips had won the initial header. There was a real opportunity to give something to the fans, give them that win. Liverpool yet to win at Fenway Park. Of course, I think this is the third attempt. And I wonder whether, with a combination factor of trying to maybe do it for Larouci, trying to put one on Sevilla back, really maybe overcommitting, I don't know. Maybe the Liverpool side did lose their heads a bit, but when you haven't got the likes of the established front three on the pitch, Liverpool have got some quality throughout this team in both halves. Just kind of lacked it in the final third. Some good moments, certainly, to be fair. I think Ryan Kent trying his very best, particularly in the second half, created a decent cross into the box very late on. Brewster running around well, getting involved, getting to the right positions. Curtis Jones looked so smart on the ball, but because of the injury to Larouci, it meant Liverpool had to move things around. Adam Lewis moves back to left back. Where he'd been playing in midfield up to that point. Curtis Jones moves from the right over to the left. It meant, again, disjointed because we had to move things around, and inevitably it's a pre-season game. It's not something that you can make harsh, hard and fast judgments on. Of course you can't, because that's the point. It's practice. It's an extended training exercise. You've always got to try and look at what the positives might be and what things you can take away from this. And they were there for Liverpool, certainly. But yeah, it was the choice, and it's unfortunate again for the fans to see, because people have turned out in their droves to watch this. And look, maybe credit to Sevilla. You know, they weren't going to turn up and have it be a dog and pony show, but you'd always prefer to see teams do the talking on the pitch. You'd always prefer to see teams win with skill and guile and what have you. And look, as you can see from the goal that ultimately won it from Pozo, good build-up play from Sevilla. You know, this is not a team of mugs by any stretch of the imagination. They've got the guile, they've got the players, they've got the talent to do it. But just whether the tone was set by the likes of Ever Banega in the first half, I don't know. Whether it was under instruction from the manager, we'll find out. The Sevilla press conference is coming up. Jurgen Klopp's press conference is coming up as well. I'm sure he will have a word or two to say about that. We'll have that for you a little bit later on. But disappointing. They're disappointing on so many levels, I think, because, as I say, the people who turned out in their droves today, the Liverpool fans, absolute diehard Reds, and it's nice for these guys to get that win so they can carry that memory with them, as opposed to, I just got to see Liverpool, I got to see a Liverpool win. We all know how much that can mean, but you know, they got to see the likes of Virgil van Dijk, Jordan Henderson, James Milner in action, and you know, for me, the likes of Keanu Hoover. I thought, you know, we've seen some real promise from the young lads there. Very cultured, very composed at right back. Such a shame for Larouci, because once again, looking a real threat from that left back position. Again, Adam Lewis getting game time. Could this be his opportunity to maybe nail down a place at left back, because we're seeing him playing in midfield rather than left? It looks like Larouci is being preferenced in that regard as the understudy to Andy Robertson. So yeah, plenty of talk talking points certainly from this game. I'm going to be doing a longer form version of this. I'll be chatting to either Chris or Ben a little bit later on the redmentv.com. Make sure you tune in for that, of course. But other than that, yeah, we're going to try and grab a few words with maybe some of the players if we can. If not, the Liverpool press conference will be coming up with Jurgen Klopp. Let us know your thoughts on anything by tweeting at the redmentv or in the comments section underneath. Cheers.